Alright, so just when everyone thought Netflix was finally free from the Meghan Markle storm, she comes crashing back in with something no one saw coming. Her multi-million-dollar deal had fizzled out, her projects tanked, and her popularity was in freefall. For Netflix execs, it felt like the circus was over. But then, Meghan reappeared with one of the strangest announcements of the year. During the press run for With Love, Meghan Season 2, a show critics already predicted would sink without a trace, she blindsided everyone. Not only did she hijack her own promotion, but she dropped a bombshell: she's launching a full-scale travel show where she critiques entire countries. Yes, you heard that right. Meghan Markle, standing in front of cameras in Rome, telling the world why she wasn't impressed with the pasta. Or explaining why Berlin just doesn't match her vibe. This isn't a typical travel vlog. She's pitching it as the definitive travel guide, offering advice, tips, and most importantly, her personal verdict on whether a destination is even worth visiting. But here's the kicker: Netflix had already scrapped this exact concept months ago. It was quietly shelved for being too bland and impossible to market. So why is it back on the table? Simple. Meghan ignored the rejection. She's calling it her next big thing, branding herself not as a curious traveler, but as a global critic. And inside Netflix, that single word, critic, set off chaos. Reports say the boardroom split in half instantly. Ted Sarandos, the executive who championed Meghan in the first place, is still clinging to his decision. But others, like co-CEO Greg Peters, are furious. Once again, Netflix is stuck in the Meghan drama spiral. And the timing? Couldn't be worse. Netflix has been gearing up for massive launches, including Season 2 of Wednesday. Yet Meghan managed to steal the spotlight with an unapproved spin-off plan that no one at the company even wanted. With Love, Meghan Season 2 was supposed to flop quietly and disappear. Instead, it's now surrounded by another storm of headlines because Meghan couldn't resist making her big dreams public. But wait, she didn't stop at the travel show. In the very same breath, Meghan also revealed she's writing a new book. A deeply personal memoir that she claims will finally reveal the real Meghan Markle. Yes, after countless interviews, documentaries, and endless media coverage, she insists she still has unheard truths to share. According to Meghan, this book will inspire men and women around the world, and it will be nothing short of life-changing. Insiders at Netflix, though? They see it for what it really is: desperation. A last-ditch attempt to claw back attention and stay relevant, dragging Netflix along whether they like it or not. Behind closed doors, the tension is boiling. Producers who once backed her are now furious. The book and the travel show announcement weren't coordinated with Netflix PR or marketing. She went rogue. One source even said Ted Sarandos only gave her informal permission to brainstorm future ideas, but Meghan hijacked the stage and publicly locked Netflix into projects they never greenlit. Now, the company is scrambling to contain the fallout. What makes this worse is Meghan's entire pitch. She framed both the show and the book as proof that she's a misunderstood visionary, someone constantly attacked but bravely standing tall. But here's the problem: that narrative only works if the public is rooting for you. Meghan's reputation right now is toxic. Every time she speaks about being hated or misunderstood, it sparks backlash, not sympathy. And when she delivers these speeches while surrounded by luxury and promoting international travel, it comes across as narcissistic, not inspiring. The public isn't asking for more Meghan, they're asking for less. One Netflix exec put it bluntly: it's like watching someone walk into quicksand while giving a TED Talk. And then there's With Love, Meghan Season 2 itself. Early test screenings have been brutal. Audiences called it hollow, unbearable, and lacking any real structure. Each episode feels less like a story and more like Meghan desperately trying to rebrand herself as a thought leader. Netflix originally hoped the second season could wrap up with dignity. Instead, it's being buried under another avalanche of distractions. The situation is so toxic that several high-ranking producers have reportedly distanced themselves completely. One even asked to be removed from internal project emails that mention Meghan. There's now an entire faction inside Netflix demanding that Ted Sarandos step away from her altogether. Their reasoning? One experiment was fine. Two disasters in a row, and Netflix's credibility is on the line. And it couldn't come at a worse moment. August 2025 was supposed to be Netflix's rebound month, with fresh content and strong subscriber growth. Instead, headlines are once again dominated by Meghan Markle, an actress turned duchess turned media personality who just can't stop telling the world why people don't get her. Subscribers are already frustrated with price hikes. Now some are even threatening to cancel outright, saying they won't fund another Meghan vanity project. Still, Meghan is pushing forward. She insists this is her true calling, sharing her truth, inspiring others, and showcasing travel in a new light. But to critics, it looks less like inspiration and more like desperation. Meanwhile, her travel show, still in pre-production, is already stirring controversy. Not because of what she's filmed, but because of what she's promised. The idea that Meghan will critique entire countries, scoring them based on her personal emotional resonance, has people rolling their eyes. Travel writers are mocking it. Tourism boards are worried. Even former fans are asking, who exactly decided Meghan Markle should be the authority on global culture? One insider compared it to Eat, Pray, Love meets Yelp, but worse. And honestly, they're not wrong. The book, on the other hand, is raising alarms for a different reason. Meghan hasn't even started writing in full, but her announcement already has gossip circles buzzing. Will she reveal more secrets about her royal fallout? Will she dig into her Hollywood past? Either way, publishers are circling, but Netflix is not happy. They signed Meghan for screen content, not tell-all books. If her memoir overshadows her shows, or worse, contradicts them, the entire partnership could collapse. For Meghan, this is more than a creative gamble. This feels like survival. Since stepping back from royal duties, her and Harry's media empire has been crumbling. Spotify cut ties. Netflix momentum dried up. Their big documentary caused a stir but left a bad aftertaste. And now, Meghan is standing alone on stage, pitching recycled ideas that feel less like passion and more like a fight to stay in the spotlight. Insiders say she's become increasingly controlling, defensive, and isolated. Writers feel like they're walking on eggshells. Producers are second-guessing every decision. Even her PR team is exhausted, struggling to make her seem relatable. Every move feels loud, calculated, and short-lived. And so, the real question isn't whether Meghan Markle can launch another show or publish another book. The question is, will anyone even care? Because fame doesn't disappear in one dramatic moment. It erodes piece by piece. And for Meghan, the cracks are showing everywhere. Her next step could either save her career, or bury it for good.